What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're jumping into episode 3 of season 2 of OSHI. I'm filming this so late, it's 8:47 p.m. I was not feeling good this morning. I had like a very unusual chest pain. So I took some medicine, drank 2 cups of tea, and I feel so much better now. And I'm like, hey, why not? Let's just watch it. Pain is gone, so we're good. So in the last episode, where exactly did we leave off? So we know that the author was very, very, very upset with how the script turned out and is looking to take it over or pay for it to just all be canceled and whatnot, breach of contract. We let go of the previous script writer, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, it depends on how you look at it. But yeah, that's essentially what was going on. So now we're gonna see how the author is gonna address writing the script and what's gonna happen. For some reason, I feel like the old script writer is gonna have to make a comeback in some way, but we shall see. So let's get into it. You're in what now? Oh. Ah. Busted. On a date to go see a play at the... I love that so much, guys. That just looks so good. It's like the... Wait, what is it called again? It's in LA. It's like the big dome that became so popular with the yellow emoji dude. How do I not remember what that thing's called? It's been everywhere. Whatever, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like that. I think that one's even more intense. I love that idea. And they seem so honest too. Yo. Look how she's looking at him. No, it do be like that. Like, imagine someone like you're bringing into anime slowly and they have all these good things to say about a show you like. Or like, I don't know, even a game that you like. Whatever the case may be, something that you like. And you show it to them and they have such a positive response to it. And they go off talking about it. Like, at this point, they're talking to themselves. Like, they're so... The way they're talking about it is very, like, clearly they're into it. Like, that would make me the same way. I'm sorry. Difference, oh, he's there. The difference is that the dome, though, I don't believe it opens up or anything. I don't think it's like a theater stage. It would be smart if it was too, though, but... No way he's just out here people watching. Do it again is crazy. I also don't think she can pull it off, I'm sorry. Which is why I suspect that he's gonna have to come back into the picture. Maybe they can provide her with, I don't want to, the word is not a storyboard, but like provide her with limitations that she must stay within. And then she's gonna have to rack her brain to make that work. So like they need to give her a diagram of where this is taking place, just a visual diagram. This is where this is taking place. And that way, when she's envisioning her story, she can envision it in that space. They should say the things that they would like to show on screen. And then she's gonna have to see, okay, how can I incorporate this scene with what they show on screen or whatever. Like if she has maybe the blueprint or like the bullet points or like the idea of like what is going on, then maybe she can work with that to the best of her abilities. Remedy the shortcomings. I see it. Oh. But I am, look, I don't know about the rest of the play, but I'm still against with him changing a character's personality entirely. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me to do that. This, I knew who he reminds me of. He reminds me of flipping, Hatsuharu. He reminds me of Hatsuharu from Fruits Basket, bro. Like his style, the hair kind of too, and his hair is not two-tone there, apparently. It might be two-tone in other areas, but his hair are still the colors black and like white, gray, white, black and white here. Yeah, anyways, yeah, his style reminds me a lot about him. This is because like I am nitpicking at the author a little bit. I feel like we need to give her restrictions and allow her to determine what's the best way to go about it. If we had to talk about Akane's character, if we had to talk about her character and the personality, be like, okay, look, if you don't like this, here, you have 10 seconds. Okay, write how she would say this and how she would do this in the span of 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you can't figure it out, if you kind of made her bubbly and quick and whatever because you felt like it was the best way, give the author that limitation and see how she would change it up. She might change how she says something, she might change her demeanor, but like it comes from still the root of the original character because she's the author, right? So like she needs the boundaries to work with still. I had a feeling he was gonna put his hand in it somehow. Okay, you're clearly salty, but you do not have to be so mean. They did meet up to drink, these two. Okay, yeah, exactly. A weekly is disgusting, I'm sorry. A weekly manga? For the consumer, it's great, but what? If you're like weeks ahead, then that's different, but like... That's what I'm saying! So she doesn't have anyone working with her at all, like any of the like colorers or whatever. Why is that me, bruh? Editors have 2 jobs. Get authors to create manga. I mean, you would imagine an editor would have to be like an editor, like someone that will read the stuff and like give feedback, right? That's what you would expect. But also, I feel like that's assistant. An editor. An assistant, I say, would help do things, help take care of the author as well, that kind of thing, maybe run errands, like that could be like assisting, right? But the editor, I would imagine, would kind of like read through this stuff and give like give any edits, essentially, things that need to be changed. Okay, so One Piece is the editor's fault? Now we know who to blame. Who's the editor? Oh my gosh. I think it's funny because the community, I'm sure there's like people that like, it needs to end and people that are like, no, don't end. Oh my gosh. Wait, do they mean end prematurely? Prematurely, like, I don't know if she meant like, if it's good, like just keep the story going, or you don't want like the authors to just give up on it and drop it. What do you mean by letting it end? For a manga with an active media franchise, no way will they let you end it. Can I wrap it up soon? Yeah, exactly. No, they just don't. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, anime. Yo, they just don't want to end it. Okay, we know who's to blame. Who's the editor? Right, that's what I was thinking, but yeah. Like bad feelings, like jealousy, that type of thing. Oh, she's not wrong. She's not wrong with what she said. You're so displeased with like a certain part or like of your show to this day, like it bugs you, and it's like, why have that exist then? Like she's willing to not have that play happen at all. Like I do feel her though, as a creator and artist myself. I do feel her. I'm not gonna lie. It will be very difficult for me to allow something to exist that is just goes so against my code or what I want to exist. Like if it goes super against it and it's gonna bug me forever, I always said I'm like really hard. It's hard on me. Regret is really hard on me. So I get her. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yeah, I get that. Like I get her. Like I'd rather delay something than to put something out that I'm not like satisfied with. I would rather delay it. You know what I mean? Oh. Okay, so like what she's saying here is like the reason you can say that is because you're gifted and you're getting so many opportunities and there's so much that can come out of what you do, versus me, like maybe I'm not getting that many deals to make a show like that, so I don't really have a lot to say. It's kind of like a rare opportunity. It's like, do I really want to let that go just because of some things I'm dissatisfied with? Whereas her, she's doing so well and she's probably gonna get more and more deals quite like thrown at her, so like she can have the luxury of being like, no, I don't want that. That's trash. I'm not letting it happen. This is just so real. This is what I like about the show. Like, this is so real, bro. Like, even her feelings about her friend being like, to surpass her. I fully understand that too. Like, it's not to say you don't want someone in your field or a close friend or anyone to do well. It's not that. Whenever, let's say you've been doing something longer or first, and then this person just kind of surpasses you so easily, so quickly, for whatever the reason might be, it sends a message to you where you feel like, wow, like you start to look at yourself like, am I less gifted? Am I less cut out for this? Am I doing something wrong? Like, how come I'm doing essentially the same thing that they're doing, and yet she or they, so you're like, is it my storytelling? Is it my art? Like, what is it? Like, that's what it does. It has nothing to do, at least for me, it has nothing to do with the success that someone is getting. It has to do with like the comparison, and you start to question yourself and wonder if there's something you should be doing differently or better, and you nitpick and look at yourself, yada, yada, yada. That's what that feeling could be like, you know? So like, you're happy for them, but at the same time, there's a little taste of bitterness towards yourself. Being like, so what am I, you know what I'm saying? That, it can happen, it can happen. Oh, he prepared something. What is that? Yeah, I'm sorry, for someone that does everything myself. Yo, why can I relate for someone that does everything myself? Like, at least not everything. Like, for example, when I go to the studio, okay, when I go to the studio, I record at home, right? But when I bring it to the studio, my engineer is really good, right? But I'm there definitely like saying, oh, can we change this? Can we do that? Oh, this I don't like that. So definitely have my mouth in there. But yeah, like, oh, I relate. Damn, that's hitting home. Stop, please. Stop! Oh! So, wow. I'm sorry. Hold on. Perfectionist. Oof. Dang, I relate to this girl a little too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, obviously, I don't have this kind of weekly draw. Oh, God. But, wow. This is overthinking. This is the overthinking mentality, by the way. This is what it is. Huh? Damn. That came out, didn't it? Well written. I'm sorry. This is so well written. Why does every single time I come here feeling like all the time, I just feel like this show is just like every single time it hits me like what the show is giving. Every single time I just think, oh, Shinoko, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's crazy. You got all this stuff going on. Yada, yada, yada. But every single time I come here, I'm like, damn. And I have so much to say. Like, this is so... Guys, it makes so much, like, it's real. I'm sorry. Obviously, this is not a nice thing to say to someone, right? But it's so understandable. Hearing someone nag you, essentially. And I know she's doing this because she cares about her friend. So it's not just like, weird nagging. She's helping. She's here. She's saying everything she's saying because she genuinely feels like it's better for her. It doesn't matter what her career is. It doesn't matter what she's doing for work. But because they're in the same line of work, she's hearing all this superior nagging. And I'm doing this because it's not superior nagging. It's just like the facts. It's just she's saying what needs to be said, right? But to her, the other author, it comes off as superior nagging. You're telling me I'm making a mistake. So which means you're acting like you see it. Like you see that I'm making a mistake and I can't see that I'm making a mistake. Like you're telling me I'm making a mistake. I guess because you're all that and you could see everything and you know everything. and you're speaking from a place that is not experiencing what I'm experiencing. So it's kind of like, what do you know? What do you know about being at my status of work that I have to do? The huge fan base I have to keep happy, the amount of people contacting me for this. What do you know? What do you know for you to be just sitting there like telling me things and nagging me things? Like, it makes sense to get frustrated the way the author did. I'm sorry, it makes so much sense. But obviously, like, what she's telling you as your friend has nothing to do with what she does for work. She's not saying that she doesn't understand what you're going through. She does understand to a degree what you're going through. But nonetheless, this is not healthy. Like, doesn't matter what level you're at versus what level I'm at. At the end of the day, I'm telling you this is not healthy, and it's not healthy. You see? But in her head, she's like, so what am I supposed to do though? You're out here telling me all the things I'm doing wrong, but what do I do about it? I can't really do anything about it. It's that kind of feeling. Easier said than done. That kind of thing, so. Healthy bickering. All right, cool. That's cool. They're going through some healthy bickering here. Who that? He cute though. Sorry. The self-professed professional who mistakes plot turns that pander to readers as entertainment. Yeah. Wait, this guy's fine as hell. Wait, is that who? Wait, who was that guy again? I don't remember which character that was. Is that who Akko's playing, or that other dude? Huh? What? What's with Toki and Si pairing? You bowed to what's popular with readers and half-heartedly forced it in, didn't you? Wait, is that true? That seems so contradictory to your art, sis. So she's that's a way to get popular, huh? Pandering to people? Rather than maybe what you wanted to write, if you pander to what's hot, that is definitely a way to go up there. There are clearly some authors out there that don't give a shit about pandering to their fan base. That's all I have to say, okay? She needs to let out these emotions. Clearly she doesn't, so that's good. It's therapy. Guys, I love this scene so much. I love this scene so much! Why do I relate to that girl? Low-key. In some ways I relate to that girl, bro. Even with like the introvert thing, but there are things you want. Like, yeah, I'm an introvert, but like, I'm an extrovert with the right people, so can I just have that? Like, can I get the right opportunities to like live out my extrovertedness without having to be on like survival mode all the time? Why's she coming for her backgrounds? Let's see the final product. Did they order food? Good. Look at all these tables to work on that she has no one working at. That's crazy. I like Sensei. She's cool. She's cool. Wait a second. Oh. It's interesting because you can see in a way how she still looks up to her. Like, I don't think that ever changed. She called her to talk before. But I think she wasn't realizing why that bothered her so much. Like, she likes your work. She likes what you do. So it bothered her even more how it turned out. But that's what I've been saying, like, as a fan of works, if it turns out bad, that's gonna bother your fans. And that's what she's saying. She's like, your project deserved so much better than that, because like I loved it. Your manga. And she's hung up on that too. Gosh, she has that trauma from what happened with your work, see? Bro, she just came put in work, her job's done. You really need to see it. You need to be open to seeing it as not just your project anymore, but what you started. Your project opened the doors to multiple people wanting to put their hand into creating something about your project. You need to see it that way, as sharing creative rights on a work of yours. You know, like, you need to see it that way, as multiple people wanting to shove their artistry into a work you started. You know? Yeah. That's a nice way to think. Sorry. Damn. That's a nice way to look at it. That's a nice. Oh, she's gonna go see his play. Would you look at that? That's gonna come full circle in a way. She's gonna see his play. He was the script writer behind that. Good stuff. Oh my gosh, this show catches me off guard like every single episode. I swear, for some reason, every single episode it catches me off guard with how much it has me talking. And for me, this is an example of a good reaction series. Like, you know, when I say that, like, this makes it less boring for me to edit. When I go back to editing it, I'm like hearing myself talk about it and have a lot to say. Like, that for me feels like that's a good reaction video and it's worth like having out there. Whereas like if a show doesn't have me blabbing enough, I feel like it's missing as a reaction series, because what am I giving? What is it making me give? Nothing. But like, this show is making me give. I feel like I said everything I need to say while I was running my mouth while it was going on. But yeah, as I can expect for next week is, I don't know if she read the manga prior, whatever that story is about, but nonetheless, she's gonna see what can be. She needs to see, like, at the end of the day, like, this is what this project is about. Being able to create this immersive experience for people and this story. And it'll get them going to read your story. It can bring in new viewers, whatever, but it creates a different, new feeling and immersive experience into your world, your story, and all that stuff. And I'm sure this will provide a more positive outlook on the fact that, more than nitpicking every single detail about this project needs to happen. I think you'll see it more that way, like, better happen than not. I mean, if it was completely destructive, then obviously not. But when she sees what he's capable of putting out there and how happy the people leave because they just enjoyed that, regardless, they just enjoyed it, she'll see that, like, it's just bigger than her, you know? So yeah, we'll see what happens next time. I'm looking forward to the homeboy getting an opportunity to work back on the script, and I really look forward to seeing the play happen and what comes out of that, yada yada yada. So we still have Aqua's, you know, side quests and whatnot, or is it the main quest at this? I think we'd call it the main quest actually, but there's still whatever deal we got going on with him and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll end it here. Leave your thoughts down below, no spoilers, and I shall see you guys in my next videos. Thank you and bye.